What made me join the program was coming to church every Sunday wasn't enough for me to learn about the Catholic culture. So I think it's a good idea for me to enjoy the community so I can know more about God and learn.
The reason I decided to enjoy the program is because that I feel like it's time for me to go back to where I started, to continue believing what I used to believe on. And I found out that it was the right time for me to start doing it.
It's something that I'd been thinking about for actually several years. My wife's Catholic. My son was baptized Catholic and is in second grade at St. Clare here. So it's something I kind of wanted to do to, one, provide consistency for my family, but also we've been at St. Clare since my son was in preschool, and the families here are just, there's so many wonderful people here that really was a big part of my decision in doing this. So it was the right time for me to do it.
Well, what made me decide to join the RCIA is last year we went to Easter Vigil service at St. Clare, and it was the first time I'd been to St. Clare, and we didn't really go to church much besides Christmas and Easter. And it was just a really enlightening experience. I mean, I just felt so welcome there for the first time, and I really wanted to be a part of it. So
we moved away in 2005. We're gone for 4 years. And part of what we really missed about being in Portland was being at St. Clare. And we felt that we wanted to come back and we wanted to be active members of the community. And part of being active members of the community was fully committing to being a member of the church. And so when we came back, we enrolled our kids in school, rejoined the parish, and I contacted Sue Unger to join the RCIA process.
The whole preparation throughout the RCI was a very good experience for me just because I've learned so much. I've met a lot of wonderful people that's gone through the experience with me. I've had a time to think back about my life and what God means to me and how far I've come and how much farther I need to go.
This was just a great experience for me overall. Like I say, I came in with no preconceived notions, and found myself, that I grew significantly. I grew closer to my sponsor as well, and we shared a few other interests, but we got to grow closer and closer with this community, and I think that I've grown a lot just from this experience. I think I'm a more patient person now as well.
So what is important for me in Catholic Church was how you grow your faith, your belief in God. So that really.
What's special about the Catholic Church for me is I think the sacraments and the Eucharist and baptism and reconciliation and how they all bring you closer to God, and it's just very special to me.
Obviously, the being dunked and the getting baptized and dunked in front of everybody was definitely a special time for me. Very pure and cleansing, and I think I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
The whole thing was important to me. I like carrying the candle and having my sponsor light it and then having me hold it. I think that was very symbolic of just being welcomed into the church, and with all the congregation that were also welcoming us into it. I think that was very cool.
I gotta say, right at the time I walked into the church, something just changed inside of me. I looked at myself and said, wow, this is it. And I saw so many faces I never seen before, and a lot of things changed inside of me. I feel like a new person.
We talk about it in our meetings, but I find myself driving down the road, and if my stereo's off, I'm, at least in my head, talking to God, and and I may have done that some before, but I'm a lot more aware of it now. I think the awareness is the big key there.
Even though I had attended many Catholic services, Catholic masses, funerals, weddings over the years, I I don't recall ever having attended an Easter Vigil service, an Easter Vigil Mass. And so attending that in itself was very moving because it's very dramatic. And after following through Holy Thursday and Good Friday, there was just such anticipation. And I think that in itself was really special. In addition, my daughter celebrated her first Eucharist with me on that day, and so that was really special. And watching my new friends go through and being baptized and seeing that was also a very important part of the evening.
What I could say to someone considering this process is this was just an exceptional growth experience for me. And I think going into it, it looks almost overwhelming at first because there's a lot of dates, but it goes by so fast, and I think what you gain from the experience, the amount of time you put into it is minimal, especially in the course of your life. So, it's definitely, it's been a great experience for me, and I would recommend it to anybody considering it.
But then as I was going on along in the process, I connected with other people that I hadn't known had gone through the RCIA process, and hearing their experience was really rewarding to me. And just the whole process itself is highly, very much a growth experience for me, and also a way to connect with others in the parish and to connect with yourself in a way that I think sometimes we don't always get the opportunity to do.
And if someone was interested in the Catholic Church, how would you encourage them to be a part of the program?
Well, I'll tell them to talk to someone who knows a lot about. I'll tell them to talk to you.
Sounds like a good idea.
I like to say that being a Catholic church was a great experience of my life, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it every day. Came here, enjoy the program, especially on Saturday when we came with people, explore each other's ideas.
Well, something that I had committed to when we started the RCIA journey was trying to create time. Life is busy. It's easy when you've got young kids and a partner and a job to get caught up in the day-to-day life. And so really to create time and space to have that relationship with God that at other times in my life have been put on the back burner. And the other thing that I think is important is to continue to be active, not only in the school, which we are active in as part of that family, but also in the larger parish and the church. And we're planning on doing some faith-sharing community work, which I'm looking forward to.
Keep doing the things that I used to do when I was taking RCIA class.
Really just, I've been myself trying to find things about myself that I don't particularly care for and work on slowly improving those. I mean, I know everybody can do that, and I'm going to work at it. It sounds like it's an ongoing, lifelong process. So,
Well, I can tell that I'll continue believing every day. That's pretty much it.
It's a step-by-step process for me. I mean, it's coming here and being an active part of this church, learning and continuing to learn, and being here for the community as well as much as they've been here for me.
I want to get more involved in the Catholic Church and maybe volunteer more and do youth ministry and just try to become closer to God.